Hello, I welcome you all to this wonderful lesson. This is 2022 paper 2 GCE, as you can see there. So this whole part is statistics. I'm going to teach you how we get to answer statistics. I'm here to make this very simple. So quickly before we start, make sure that you've subscribed to this YouTube channel. You've liked the video. So I'll go straight to the question and see how we can answer this particular question. So the question is saying, the frequency distribution table shows the number of hours students studied on a particular day at a college. So the frequency distribution here is showing us the number of hours students studied on a particular day at a college. So now, the first question, this is the table that is given. This is the table that we are given. The first question is saying, calculate the standard deviation. How do we then calculate the standard deviation? Before you calculate the standard deviation, you need to ask yourself, which data is given? Is it grouped or ungrouped? These are the questions that you need to have. So is this data grouped or ungrouped? Have you seen the way numbers are? This data, any data that will look like this, just know that this is what? Ungrouped data. So if you haven't watched my other video on grouped data, make sure that you watch it. So this is a video under ungrouped data. So this is the question telling us to calculate the standard deviation of ungrouped data. Numbers are just independent. There's nothing like 0, less, x, less or equal to 10, nothing like that. So any data that will look like this, I want you to understand this. Any data that will be like this, as long as a data is like this, just know that you are talking about what? Ungrouped data. So ungrouped data, you just go direct. You first find the what? The mean. So the first thing you need to do is to find the mean. These are steps that we get to do when we want to find the standard deviation. You find the mean. So the formula for the mean is this one. This is the formula for mean, where we say summation of frequency times x over summation of total frequency. This is the formula. So with this formula now, what is on top, that is the x. What is down is f, frequency. So whether you are told or not told, like in this case, we are not told. So just know that this is frequency, that is x. On top, x, down, frequency. So when I say summation of frequency times x, I'm telling you that you'll be multiplying frequency times x plus is times this plus just like that. So we start. Mean is equal to, so the first part 0 times 1, 0 times 1 plus 3 times 2. So just going this times that plus this times that, 3 times 3. So just be doing this plus 5 times 4. 5 times 4. So this is quite interesting. I think you can even see this. You're just going simple work plus 6 times 5 plus 2 times 6. You're just going. You say plus the last one 1 times 7. So the last one is 1 times 7. That's the last one. So 1 times 7. Then you say over summation of total frequency. Now you add all the numbers that are down here. You add these numbers. So you say 0 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1. What answer are we getting? We are getting a 20. So that's a 20 that we are getting. So I say over what? 20. So what is my answer now? So what is the mean according to this particular question? What is the mean? The mean is now equal to what? I punch everything on my calculator. The way I've written this is how I need to punch them. I believe we are able to see everything here. So because of time, when you are punching this, you are not supposed to include these brackets. On the mean, don't include the brackets. So on the mean, don't include the brackets. Just go straight. So let's punch this together. So when we punch this together, we are going to get what? 84. So we get 84. So 84 over what? Over 20. So what is the answer now? So 84, you divide by 20. What answer you get? Divide 20. The answer that you are getting is 4.2. So this is the answer that you get. Have you seen? So this is your answer. This one is your answer. So our mean is what? Our mean is 4.2. Don't forget this. Our mean is what? 4.2. So we've calculated the mean. After you calculate the mean, you go and calculate now the variance. So these are steps that you need to do. So don't forget this. The moment you're just done with the mean, you go and calculate variance. So we calculate now what? Variance. How can we calculate variance now? So I'm going to do this. So let me fold this so that you are able to see clearly what I'm doing here. So we know that the mean is what? 4.2. Let's not forget. 4.2. The mean is 4.2. Make sure that we don't forget 4.2. So we will find the variance. How do we get to find the variance? The variance is given by this formula where we say summation of frequency, open bracket x minus mean, cross, then squared. Then you say over what? Summation of total frequency. This is a formula that we are going to use. We know that mean, our mean is what? Our mean is 4.2. This is the mean that we found. So I'll be using this formula on this together with the mean to find the variance. So how can I do that? I say this one, variance is equal to, on the first one, so on the first one here, have you seen? So frequency 0, x is 1 there. So I say 0, open bracket, 1 minus, what is the mean? 4.2 cross then squared. I continue plus, I move here. What is the frequency? 3. So I say 3, open bracket. This is what you need to do. So open bracket, there is 2 there, x, 2 minus 4.2, cross squared. Plus, I move to the next one, 3. There is 3 there, 3, open bracket, 3 minus 4.2, cross squared. I say plus. I move to the next one, 5. I go where there is 5 there. I say 5, open bracket, 4 minus 4.2 cross then a square. Just like this, you are not supposed to forget anything. I say plus. So I say plus. So I move to 6. I say 6, open bracket, 5 minus 4.2 cross squared. Plus, I move to 2. This is frequency 2, open bracket, on top there is 6. 6 minus 4.2 cross squared. Plus the last one, 1. You say 1, open bracket, 7 minus 4.2 cross squared. So I'm following the formula which I've written here. Everything I'm doing, I'm following the formula that is here. So I'm going to apply this formula on each and every part. So when I start here, 0, frequency 0, x is 1. I replace frequency 0, 0, open bracket, x 1, 1, minus, this is mean. Mean is this one. I'm using the same mean on every part. I move here, 3, frequency, open bracket, x2, minus 4.2. This is what I'll be doing. Then everything, I say everything I divide by what? 20. Total what? Total frequency. So when you add all the numbers that are down here, 3, 9, 14, 17, 20, you add everything, that is a 20. Then you punch all these on your calculator. You punch on your calculator. So you are punching this. This is the mean that you want to find. Mean is equal to what? So you punch on your calculator nicely. You say 0, open bracket, 1 minus 4.2 close squared, plus 3, open bracket, 2 minus 4.2 close squared, plus 3, open bracket, 3 minus 4.2 close squared. Put a square there. Plus 5. I move to 5. Open bracket, 4 minus 4.2 close squared. So I'm doing this plus 6, open bracket, 5 minus 4.2 cross bracket squared, plus I move to 2. 2 cross bracket, hope you are able to follow. 6 minus 4.2 cross squared, plus 1 open bracket, 7 minus 4.2 cross squared. What answer am I getting? The answer that I'm getting here, I'm getting this answer. So you confirm with me if you're also getting the same answer. I can make a mistake even as I'm punching. Like this, 0.88. This is the answer I'm getting. I divide. So I divide 20. What is my answer there? So divide 20. What answer am I getting? I'm getting 229.794. This is the answer that I'm getting as my what? Variance. But the question was telling me to find the standard deviation. After I find the variance, I can now find the standard deviation, where I'm going to say standard deviation is given by the formula square root of what? Variance. So just the square root of variance. So you know that this is equal to, what is the variance? The answer for the variance is this one, 229.794. What answer are you getting this side? What is your answer? What is your answer? What is your answer when you put the square root? The answer that you're getting is what? We are getting 15.15895.775. If you round off to the nearest whole number, you are just getting a 15. So standard deviation is equal to what? 15. This is your answer. This is how we calculate the standard deviation. These are steps. These are procedures that should be put into consideration whenever you want to find the standard deviation. So like this, they give you 6 marks. Before I continue, if there is one that wants tuition, you can contact me on this number. If you want help, I do offer tuitions. So you can contact me on this number. This is my number. You can contact me on this number that is just here. So this is how we get to find the standard deviation. Just like this, you are done. We move forward now. I move to the next question. So I move to the next question. Okay, we found the standard deviation. The next question is saying this is B now. I move to this part. Hope you are able to see. If you are not able to see, make sure that you are watching this. Your screen is very big like this. Not as small like that. Very big. So answer this part of the question on a sheet of graph paper. So we want to answer this particular question, the O of this question, on a sheet of graph paper. How can you answer that? So use the data above using the table above. Copy and complete the relative cumulative frequency table below. So we want to complete this relative cumulative frequency table that is here. How can we complete this? So the way in which we are going to complete this is something that is very simple. You are all going to understand. So have you seen the last number that is there? 20. So to find this, you get 17 divided by 20. This is how you get to do it. You get the middle row here. The last number is 20. So you just say 17 divided by 20. 17 divided 20. What answer are you getting? You are getting what? 8.0.85. You've answered that. You go to this one. 19 divided by 20. 19 divided 20. You are getting 0.95. 20 divided by 20, you are getting a 1, like this. So, under statistics, when you just find that you've got 3 laws the way it is, it means that you need to be doing what? Dividing by the total frequency. The total frequency was what? 20. Even here, we are dividing by 20. So, these are things that you are supposed to know. You need to make sure that you understand this part very well. These are important points that I want you people to know. I want you to understand how we go about this, how we get to answer these questions. So I have answered this 1 mark. I've obtained 1 mark just doing that. So simple. Using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit on the x-axis. So they are telling you that 2 centimeters is representing 1 unit on the x-axis. From 0 to 7. Don't forget, x-axis should length from 0 to 7. And 2 centimeters to represent 0.1 units on the y-axis, ranging from 0 to 1. 2 centimeters is representing 0.1. So be moving 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 until you reach the 1 there that is given. Draw a smooth relative cumulative frequency curve. 3 marks. Something so beautiful and simple. What you get to do is that you are going to get your graph. So when you get your graph, the first thing that you need to do, have you seen this graph the way it is? The first thing that you are going to do, you put a 0 there. You just put a 0 there. Have you seen? I've left a box down here and this side. I get my ruler, I straight line this side and a straight line that other side. This is what you need to do. So I get my ruler like this, a straight line like this side, until it reaches the top there. This is what I need to do, like this. Straight line, I do this. This is what I'm going to do, like this. Then even here, I do the same. Hope you're able to follow. Even here, I'm going to do the same. So you do the same. This is what we are doing. So you are going to get this. You say from here to there like this. This is what you'll be doing like this. So meaning that this is the x-axis. This is the x-axis. You know that this is the x-axis. This other one, this is the y-axis. You just say this is the what? Y-axis, like that. So you can now put numbers. They are telling you that using a scale of 2 centimeters, get this, using a scale of what? 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit on the x-axis. 2 centimeters representing 1 unit on the x-axis. You do this, you get this. This is what you are going to do. So here, 2 centimeters is from here to there. This difference here, 1 box is 2 centimeters. So they are telling you that 2 centimeters is representing 1 unit. So you'll be moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You end here. You are done. X-axis. What is in the x-axis? So what you get now is it is this now. When you are plotting this, whenever you've got these 3, you get the first one and the last one. Hope you won't forget this. You forget about this mid row because it is just helping us to find these values that are down here. So whenever we've got 3 rows, the middle one is not used because this is cumulative frequency. They're saying draw a smooth relative cumulative frequency curve. Smooth relative. So you get the first one and the last one. So the first one is X. What are we having? Number of hours. Number of what? Hours. So in the x-axis here, we know that we've got number of what? Hours. So I'm going to do this. Here I've got number of hours. So number of hours. Labeling, very important. Number of hours. Then this side, what am I told? I say this and, the question is, and 2 centimeters to represent 0.1. 2 centimeters is representing 0.1. So 0.1. So 2 centimeters, this is the graph. 2 centimeters from here to there is representing 0.1. So just be going 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, just like that. So I will be going 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, then 1. 1 is here. This is what I need to do. Something so wonderful. So if you are just watching this, you are going to see this to be very boring. But you need to make sure that you are following through. And I'm using a pen. You are not supposed to use a pen. I'm using a pen so that you are able to see. Any work that is supposed to be done on a graph paper, we use a pencil. So the reason why I'm using a pen is so that you are able to see what is happening. I start plotting now. Here I've got relative cumulative frequency. Here, relative cumulative frequency. RCF. So I can just put here RCF. This is RCF. I can do something like that. The first coordinate. What's the first coordinate? 1, 0. 1 there. Have you seen 1, 0? 1, 0. Where is 1, 0 here? Where is 1, 0? 1, 0 is here. 1 is here in the x-axis. 0. So 1, 0, you just put a dot there. What's the next one? So what's the next one? The next one is here. This is the next one. It is what? 2, 0.15. 2, 0.15. 2 is here. This is where the 2 is. The 2 is here. 2, 1, you go at 0.1, then you count 5 small boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is here. So this is 2, 0.15. You go at, so this is the meaning. This is what it means. When they say 0.15, you go at 0.1, then count 5 small boxes. This is what they mean. I move at 3. 3, 0.3. 3 is here. This is where the 3 is. I go where 0.3 is. 0.3 is just there. So 0.3 just there. I move. I go to the next one. The next one is what? 4, 5.55. 5.55. 4, where is 4? My 4 is here. 5.5. You go at 5 straight with this same line. You move. 5 is there. Then you count 5 small boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 0.55. It is there. Just doing like this. You go to 5, 0.85. You go where 5 is in the x-axis. Where is 5? 5 is here. This is where the 5 is. I find 0.8. I'm here, 0.8. Then I count 5 small boxes. 5 is here. 0.8 is here. 5 small boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a 5 there. Then what is the other one? The other one is 6, 0.95, 0.95. So 6, where is 6? 6 is here. Don't know if 6 is here. This is where 6 is. Then I go where there is 9. Then I go where is 0.9. Then 5 small boxes. 6 around 6. Just going around 6. Here. 9. Then 5 small boxes. I count 5 small boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just there. The last one is 7.1. 7.1. So I do this. Where's my 7? My 7 is here. This is where my 7 is. I move until I meet 1. I'm moving just like this. This is where there is 1. There. So meaning that my dot is here. Then have you seen these points that I've put here? These points here. Then you just do what? You just join them. So you just need to join these points that are here. Just need to join them. How do you join them? You start from this. So you join them. Don't use a ruler when you're joining these points. Like this. You are joining them. Like this. This is what you are supposed to do. Have you seen? I've joined these points. So you just do this. They give you, how many marks are they going to give you? How many marks? How many marks have they given you? 3 marks. Just doing this, they give you 3 marks. These are the marks which are here. 3 marks. Just doing this, as simple as this. So don't forget, if there are 3 rows, you divide. But if there are 2, I think you now know how to do the zigzag thing. So, but here there are just 3 rows, you are just dividing, just a matter of dividing. This is what you get to do. So from here now, the next thing that you are going to do from here now, we've got now the last question. The last question. Showing your method clearly. Hope you're able to see. Showing your method clearly. Use your graph to estimate the 40th percentile. Use your graph to estimate the 40th percentile. How can we use this graph to estimate the 40th percentile? So what they mean by the 40th percentile, they say what you are going to do is that 40th percentile, the formula is 40 over 100. Then you say times the highest number in the what? The highest number in the y-axis. It is what? 1. It is ending at 1. So you get this one that is here. You multiply it here. 1. This is what you get to do. If there is 6, you get 6. If there is 40, you get 40. If there is 60, you get 60. Here, you just say 40th percentile. If they said 50th percentile, you say 50 over 100. But here they are saying 40th percentile. So what you are going to do is this. You are going to say 40 divided by 100 times 1. What is the answer? What is the answer there? 40 divided by 100. What is the answer? 0.4 times 1. You are getting 0.4. So we are getting what? 0.4. Is this 0.4 our answer? No. This is not the answer. The 0.4 is not the answer. It is showing you where you are now going to get the actual answer. So you go on the y-axis. Where is 0.4 on the y-axis? Where is 0.4? Where is 0.4 on the y-axis? 0.4 is here. This is where I've got 0.4. This is where I'm going now to put a line. I'm going to put a line like this. This is the line that I'm going to put like this. So with this, then I put something like this. I do this. This is what I'm going to do. The moment I just hit the curve, this line should start moving in this manner. It should be moving in this manner like this. So here a dotted line can be moving a dotted line here. I find the number that is here. This is 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.4, 3.4, 3.5, 3.5. Okay, 3.5, wonderful. So meaning that my 40th percentile, I say here, 40th percentile is what? Is 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. This is the answer. Where I can indicate somewhere and say question number 3, it was question number 3 that I'm answering. Then I say the 40th percentile is 3.5 hours. The answer here, that is here. The answer is here. This is where I need to get the answer. Here, the way the scale is moving, 2, 3, 4. So meaning one box is 0.1. This is how it is moving. So this is what you are supposed to do. This is what you need to get. So if you say 0.1, 0.2, 3, 4, discover that 0.9, I mean 1.1. Here there is 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.9, 2, 2.1, just like that. So here there is 3.5. So that is the what? The 3.5 hours. Here there is saying number of hours. So these are the number of hours. Like this, they give you all the 12 marks. Can we fail to get all the 12 marks? No, we can't. So this is how we get to answer these questions. Hope you've seen how I've answered them. And this is how you are supposed to answer them, even in your exams. So I'm going to end here. Make sure that you've liked the video. Make sure that you comment and let me know where you are watching me from. This is your tutor Addison J. Zulu. Follow me on Facebook using the same name, Tutor Addison J. Zulu. Thank you so much. Thank you.